On Capitol Hill tomorrow, Apple and its billions of dollars in corporate cash stashed overseas will be in the spotlight. Apple CEO Tim Cook will be grilled by Senate lawmakers about that and avoiding paying U.S. taxes on those earnings. Today, we got an early look at what Apple will tell the Senate panel about keeping funds offshore and why the whole corporate tax system needs an overhaul. Eamon Javers has been following the story and joins us now from Washington. So, Eamon, what do you think is going to be the pitch from Apple's Tim Cook?
Well, I think Tim Cook is going to have to defend himself against a report that the Senate Select Committee on Investigations just put out within this evening. And the report is pretty critical of the way Apple structures itself and sets up its corporate tax structure overseas. Senator Carl Levin just this evening called it the holy grail of tax avoidance, because what he says Apple did here is set up 3 sub-corporations that weren't tax residents of the company that they were allegedly registered in, which was Ireland. They weren't tax residents of the United States. In fact, these corporations, the subcommittee says, weren't tax residents of any country in the world. They were companies without a state, so to speak. Now, he was joined at the podium by Senator John McCain, a Republican, making this a bipartisan event this evening. And take a listen to what McCain had to say.
Apple executives like to boast that their company is the highest corporate taxpayer in the U.S. But what they often leave out is the second part of the story, and that is that Apple is one of the largest corporate tax avoiders. It's unacceptable that Apple, and they're not the only ones, but they're the most egregious offender.
Now, Apple is going to come into this environment tomorrow. They're going to say that they don't use tax gimmicks, that everything they did was perfectly legal in this case. And they're also going to highlight the enormous amount of money that they do pay in U.S. taxes, up to $6 billion last year. They're estimating that this year they'll pay $7 billion. And they're going to say that the particular entity that the subcommittee is focused on here, which is based in Ireland but not a tax resident of any country, they're going to say that that does not reduce their tax liability in any way.
So they're going to maintain that nothing they did is illegal. Is what they did something that, as Senator McCain just pointed out, that lots of other companies do as well?
Well, it's something that the committee says that they've never seen before. They've done a lot of these investigations into HP and Microsoft and other companies. They haven't seen this kind of company without a country status ever before in their investigations. They say they've talked to a lot of people who are experts in tax law who've never seen it either. So this one might be a first, Tyler.
All right, Eamon Javers reporting from Washington. Thanks so much, Eamon.